all of the formulas that I put together are because I've needed it at the clinic for specific clients. And over the many years that I've been seeing clients, I've been using many of these formulas, and that's because they actually work. This combination is about regulating the menstrual cycle. And if we think about why the menstrual cycle isn't regular, very often there's imbalances in estrogen, progesterone, or maybe that the person is actually exhausted. The female tonic contains black cohosh, and this is wonderful at regulating through the pituitary gland. So it helps the communication between the brain and the ovaries. So this is useful when the cycle is irregular or painful, or maybe that it's particularly heavy, crampy, congested in some way. Siberian ginseng is there to regulate the stress response, but also it's very good at supporting that luteal phase and helping with progesterone signaling. Licorice is helpful when cycles are quite short or the signs of hormone depletion, the person feels quite tired. Sarsaparilla works on healthy steroid hormone metabolism and it clears via the liver and the bowel. So this is useful when the signs of estrogen dominance, such as bloating, breast tenderness, or the skin actually flares around the cycle. And squaw vine, also known as partridge berry, is good for uterine tone. So it helps the pelvic heaviness or when the cycle actually lacks strength or consistency. And then there's a really good liver herb in there called blessed thistle, and that helps with the hormone metabolism. So we actually pair this with the progesterone. And initially, progesterone can be used 20 drops in water twice a day continuously. But after 2 to 3 months, bring the progesterone into just the second half of the cycle. So typically starting around day 14 to the onset of the bleed. Now, if you're not having menstrual cycles, you can actually still use this combination. You would perhaps lower the dosages for both. So if you don't have a cycle, and that's correct because maybe you're perimenopausal, then you would use 5 ml, which is a teaspoon's worth in water just once a day. And with the progesterone, you'd use that for 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. But if you're trying to bring back a cycle and gain some rhythmic consistency to it, then do the 5 ml 3 times a day of the female tonic and take the progesterone consistently. After 3 months, if the cycle is nicely regulated, then you can lower the dosages for both. So maybe doing what I said for perimenopausal and menopausal women, which is 5 ml once and then the 20 drops twice a day of the progesterone just for the last 2 weeks. And if you're not having that cycle at all, then just choose a calendar month. So day 14 of a calendar right through to day 30, for example, is fine to do. So herbs are very versatile. That progesterone isn't giving you hormones. It's improving the signaling. It's helping the body to produce its own progesterone stores. It's a bit like sending the body an email of the correct blueprint for progesterone production. And it signals for your body to start creating its own production. This is why it works so well with the female tonic, because when the body's really, really stressed, we use cortisol instead of making progesterone. And that female tonic just helps to calm all of that. So they do work really nicely together. If you're unsure, though, of the correct dose for you, then do please get in contact.